Good afternoon and a warm welcome to live day one coverage of this year's EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown from the beautiful Sienna course on the KLPGA Tour. Timothy Lowe here, so wonderful to have your company in this 17th event of the 2023 season, the 15th on this calendar year. We did start in Singapore in December last year with Park Ji-young's victory at the inaugural Singapore Women's Open, and then went to Vietnam for Lee Jung-min's victory the week after. But that's the state of affairs right now. Ko Ji-won, a spectacular round of 64, has opened up a 4-shot cushion at this stage on day one. It's a 72-hole championship this week in South Korea, and we'll be keeping our eyes primarily on this afternoon's featured group, numbers 1, 2, and 3 on the KLPGA Tour money list, grouped together for the opening 36 holes here at the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown. Lee Ye-won, Park Ji-young, and of course Park Min-ji. It's an 800 million Korean won prize purse up for grabs this week. The defending champion, well, last year, Yoon Ina not in the field, still serving out her suspension on the KLPGA Tour. We saw the name of Park Ji-young a little earlier, 2 under par. Lee Ye-won, well, she's 1 under par through her first 6 holes. Suffice to say, with Ko Ji-won's opening round of 64, the scoring pace has been pretty good so far here on day one. It was a bogey-free effort from Ko Ji-won. Lada Som, Jung Seul-gi, Yu Soo-yeon, Han Ji-won, Jung Si-woo, and Lee Jung-min, all 4 under par. The first 6 names we reeled off there, well, they're all done and dusted with 68s, but Lee Jung-min off to an absolute flyer. The now 10-time KLPGA Tour winner. She's 4 under par through her first 6 holes. Also the supremely talented South Korean amateur Kim Min-sol. She's level par for her round so far. East and West courses here at the Sienna Country Club, hosting the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown for the 2nd successive year. And it's a really beautiful day for golf out here. Still reeling from Hwang Yo-min's brilliant playoff victory against Kim Min-byul last week. Kim Soo-ji, well, she was mixing it up at the top of the leaderboard just a week ago as well. All-time winner on tour. Did finish a share of 7th, closing round of 71 last week. Rarity these days to end the line with a par 3, but yes, that's what we have here on the East Coast. So a ball for Soo-ji. Things have looked a little bit patchy this week, particularly rough summer. This is Lee Jung-min to try to keep her hot run going. Good pace there from Jung-min. Four and 6 for Lee Jung-min. Cross out ahead to Shin Sil, winner of this year's E1 Charity Ladies Open. 1 over par for the moment. Complete pitch there for Shin Sil. To the back 9, and Lee Jae-young turned in 2 under par, 34. Runner-up a couple weeks ago at the McCall Mona Park Ladies Open. Just outside the top 10 last week, so enjoying a good little run of form. Currently 33rd on the money list. Back up ahead. Jin. Twice a winner on tour, including the match play earlier this year. Hasn't had a top 10 since, although a pair of top 15 finishers coming into this week. You see the pin there on 7. It's a pretty shallow green. There's only 26 deep. It's 5 from the front edge. Tiny little section on the right-hand side. That could be a little bit awkward. 20-year-old sensation. Minji. KLPGA Tour titles. Took last week off after her victory at the BC Card Hankyung Ladies Cup. Also in year 1. Erring on the side of caution just to the back edge of the green for Minji. Sandwich between her 2 victories at the Celtrion Queen's Masters and the Hankyung Ladies Cup was a 4th place finish at the Korea Women's Open. Missing out the spot in that playoff. Gail was enjoying her best ever start to a season on the KLPGA Tour. Not going to pop that one in for birdie at the 9th. Okay, very nicely hold there for Bang Shin-sil. 4th place finish last week at the Diawenia MBN Ladies Open after a pair of missed cuts. Hyo Da-bin down the hill slightly for birdie at 10. Got a chance. Ooh, just carried a little too much pace. Left, should be just inside left edge. Tidied up. Got to pull that club face open here. Chop the legs out from under this. It's got 4 paces of green to work with. Trying to chase it through the fringe. That's a clever little shot from the year 1. Scrambling last year in her rookie season on tour. Top 7 of that stat category through 17 events this year. Now Suji at 9. This putt should want to work off her left-hand side. It's pretty flat, so can give this one a run. Too much of a run. Settle down. Goodness me. Certainly came out of the sweet spot. Back up this hill, but it's fairly slow, cutting through some imperfections on the putting surface. It's just hard to trust it. Skipping through sand, you know it's going to slow down, but it's got to be back in your mind. Below this one, 4 or 5 feet past, being a little bit too rambunctious and not getting cut back. So just apart. Stay even. Now, Lee Ga-young down the slope here at 10. Out the first group in this afternoon wave. Oh, nicely poured in there for Lee Ga-young to balance her account for this opening round. Hitting the brakes a bit quicker than she was expecting. Still, it's been a steady start to her week. Mentioned at the top of the show, won the season opening event at Tanamera Country Club in Singapore, a rain-shortened 36-hole event. It's the Singapore Women's Open. Now Suji's lengthy comeback of a par at 9. It's a 3-putt from out of the blue. Take Suji back to 1 over par. Is there to pick up the scraps at Suwon Country Club, the NH Ladies Championship about 2 months back for the 3rd KLPGA Tour title. 1 over par, but the opportunity to attack here from the right edge of the fairway, and the pin cut just 4 from the left. It's a nice angle. She's got one of the best wedge games on tour. Aggressive through the hitting area, through the bag, can get lots of spin on it. Just a little long there. That's okay. Gio, after that very nice approach to get to 3 under. Oh, opportunity squandered there. Five-time winner on tour, but has yet to record a victory this season. Played. That's a nice shot from Somi. Problems going to get a bit of a line read off Jin Hee's putt. Eugene on the 9th tee. He's got 24 in the front. It's the right corner today. Superbly played by Sung Yujin. Excellent tee shot. Suji looking to shake off that 3-putt back at 9. Slightly downhill tee shot to start her back half. That is well deep down the fairway. Nicely placed for Suji. From behind the tee here on 8, that faces Junior. Taking a bit far fairway trap on the left-hand side. Streaking a little right and should be okay. Have an awkward uphill lie to deal with just on the backside of that mound, but it's fine. Start it a little bit right of that far solitary bunker. Just turn her stock draw back towards the fairway. Yeah! Very nicely done. These exciting talents to South Korea in the last 12 months. Picture of consistency. The straightest drivers in the game. To her left. Just a bit low all the way, unfortunately. Looking putt, right to left, up the slope. Keep turning, in you go. Great putt from Shinsil. That should give her some confidence going into the back nine. Because it's that shot she dropped back at 2. Turns an even par. Tell you what, she is on some heater today. That's a 5th birdie of her round, and she breaks out of the group at 4 under. Gets to within 3 of Koji 1. Son Yebin. This is a par putt at the 9th. Be fairly straight from this side. Maybe just a touch outside the left. Yeah, well recovered. Nice par there. Like Shinsil. Turns it even par. Somi. Coming to grips with that new arm lock putting method that she's employed for the last 6 weeks. Still coming to grips with it. She is one of the best ball strikers on tour, but I just felt that her putting has let her down a touch over the last 6-7 months or so. Suji. I'd expect this one within 15 feet. It's just in that front right section. Well done. That'll leave her the uphill look. Now, come on, Eugen. Lovely tee shot. Should deserve a 2 here. It's going to have about a cup of break from the right. Ooh, just a little firm. That's a touch disappointing. said that, it's going to be a very good outward half of 34 for Sung Yoo-jin, but Lee Jung-min's fifth unanswered birdie through her first 8 holes see her get to within 3 of current leader Ko Ji-won after that blistering round of 64 this morning. Park Ji-young looks like she's just crept off the right edge of the fairway. Won't be able to see the level of the green. This 8th green sits quite a bit above the level of the fairway, but she will be ecstatic when she gets up to it, because that is within 5 feet. Minji really made her cash with these sorts of shots over the last 24 months. Just a little shy there, should stay up. Ooh, no. Oh, it's going to take that little ridge and roll back towards the front of the green. Oh, is it going to stay on the green? No. Just onto the front slope. Bit of a miscue there. See if year one can manage any better. Yep, certainly can. Well played. So the red-hot lady in the afternoon wave has reached the 9th tee. That was a 6-iron from Sung Yoo-jin earlier. Magic can't be any more than that for Lee Jung-min, now 30 years of age. Very accomplished winner on the KLPGA Tour. Just holding onto that club face, trying to keep it open. Just tugging that a smidge. It's going to chase through the green, and the lie looks okay. She's got real estate to work with. As the opening round rolls on here at the Sienna Country Club, Ko Ji-won's lead has been just barely trimmed to 3 after Lee Jung-min's red-hot start to Thursday. Minji's ball pitched about 10 feet short of the hole, but on the wrong side of the ridge and with too much spin. Now she's chipping for her third. And that one doesn't carry far enough as well. All of a sudden, Minji, don't stare at it, go and mark it, Minji. And that's a little bit softer, could have very well come back down to her feet. So struggling for par. At 6 is the order of merit leader. Across to 11 and Hyoda Bean for her birdie. No, not going to stay up high enough. The par will keep her at 2 under. Has not lost her turn yet, making hard work of this 8th hole. And well, it's going to be a bogey 5 from the middle of the fairway. To left in this for Jae-young's birdie at 11. Just a tricky read, that. So like Davin, par's the best that she can do. From a good spot here, pretty much straight up the hill. Got enough pace? Yes, it does. Beautiful birdie from Lie Won to take her to 2 under par. Steadily going about her business as she normally does. Suji to recover the shot she just lost at 9. Beautifully done. That left-handed fist pump working well to start the backside for Kim Suji. Gee, I'll expect this one to drop. Indeed it does. Jump in. This one's going to be coming out a little bit low and chasing. Took a bit of a soft first bounce, but it's trying to eke its way there. Yeah, pretty well done. She's got that for an outward half of 31, which would be the best front nine score recorded so far on Thursday. Eugen. Seeing the front part of the screen's pretty receptive. Can almost have too much spin. Ooh, that one landed short, but gets a nice kick forward. Ginny right to left up to stay at 1 over. Well hold. Took that ugly double back at 4, but soldiering on is Im Jin Hee. Now Shinsil No surprise. Last to play at the 10th. 69 meters left. Yeah, just pitches a little soft, but no harm done. Somi to turn in 35. Safe to say, you're not going to see many scores better than this recorded on the front nine here in the opening round. Lee Jung-min turns in 31. If she continues this run of form, Ko Ji-won may not be safe at the top for long. She's only 3 back. Ji-young do at the 9th. Permanent fixture inside the top 10. Greens in regulation on the statistical categories every year. That one should just cling on to the back edge. No, it's going to finish on the back fringe for Ji-young. Unlucky there for Bang Shin-sil. It's a good effort, but sometimes they're just not going to drop. Looks like the breeze is just picking up a smidge, so got to be careful with this. Going to scamper through the green as well for year one. Eugene, after that good kick, just left a birdie. Like Shin-sil, shaves the edge. Both her playing partners just through the green. It's a 6 iron as well. Be coming in a little bit higher. Can she hold this? Oh, no. No, she can't. Takes a big bounce, and you see the flag whipping there for Park Min-ji. So we'll have the most straightforward of the three up and downs coming from the back edge of the green as this afternoon's featured group make their way down the ninth. We'll jump across to 10, and Im Jin-hee out with the driver. One's 64. Still the score to beat this Thursday afternoon at the Sienna Country Club at the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown. Looks like it's nestled down just a touch for year one. So got to have some speed here to pop it up and get it releasing. Yeah, pretty well played. First par 3 on this back 9. It's an 8-iron to the 12th. And it's a pretty good one at that. Oh, ENG, hello. Great effort there. Following Jumi here. Sets up well for her little draw. She's pitched a little bit soft, but bang on line. Looking to putt this one. Got about 5 feet of rather sticky fringe to deal with. Comes up and over that rise. Should start to work its way back left in the second half. All things considered, that looks pretty good from Park Ji-young. Now jump in. Great look here to try to keep that run going. It's a nice smooth pitching wedge from 88 meters. And that is a bit of a miscue, although with that generous pin position, not inconceivable that that's a makeable chip. That's a bit of an unforced error. Somi look to throw this past the hole with a little spin. That's the problem. You just pitch it short, land into that upslope, and it just sucks it back off the front edge of the green. So I suppose you'd be rather putting from underneath the hole than past it. Foresee these greens should quicken up as the week goes on. Up from the left edge of the green, so Gail will have that for par as Suji surveys this birdie look. Up and over a little slope here. Just get the sense that this one will want to peel a fraction to her right as it starts to lose pace. Got the speed. Now just going to run out of steam. Five looks good. Expect to give this one a run. Just came out a little dead on her. Now, there's a bit of a tester left for Jungmin. Big hot kick, and it's going to keep chasing down the fairway for Park Min-ji. Solid opening 9 to continue it on the backside, and well, she's off to a good start. So uphill right to left, got a chance, but ooh, I take a little wobble. Whatever it was, it's only going to be a par. Touch left for her. Very nice birdie. Take her inside the top 15. Important putt, momentum-wise, for Lee Jung-min. Yeah, center cup. Never looked like missing. View of back to the tee, what the players face here at bar 312. Shinsil. I really can't imagine this being anything more than 8-iron, maybe even a 9-iron for Bang. Longest hitter on tour by a mile. It sounded a touch heavy. Yeah, more than a touch heavy. It's a good 20 yards short of the front edge of the green. In. She's trying to fight that one to square that club face up. She's done well. Hasn't missed a cut this season. 3 top 10s, including that win at the match play. As it finished outside of the top 30 in the last 2 months on tour. Leaving like that one's just a fraction right. Now, about 15 feet right. That's good from Sung Yoo Jin. Year one. Slight downhill lie here. Playing to a slightly elevated green fractionally. Airs out long. That's going to be a bit of a testy one. Jungmin back on the 11th tee. That is deep down the left-hand side for Lee Jungmin, who was swinging the club beautifully indeed. Start stringing some good swings together. That gets a nice kick forward. And leaves pretty much a straight uphill putt. Gia, last to play. Just past pin high, not bad, but you take Minji's out of those 3 putts. With Jiyoung and Year One with little snaky ones coming down the hill as the feature group have hit the back 9 here in the opening round of this year's EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown. Uphill left to righter for year one's birdie at the par 4 10th. So got to be careful with this. Easy to lose this one a good 3-4 feet past if you're a little bit frisky with the pace. It's just going to settle inside the circle of friendship for Lee. 13 top 10s in her rookie season. Win already on tour this year, as is this young lady. Bang Shin Sil, a clunker of a tee shot at the 12th. Yeah, not bad. Still work to be done for par for Shin Sil, who's got it back to 1 under for the tournament. Should be about a cup outside the left for Park to get to 4 under. No. Never really high enough. Jungmin looking to keep her foot on the gas pedal here at 11. Oh, she's gotten it locked in with her irons today. That's beautifully done, and that's about to get to 6 under. Now Minji up the slope, working a little left to get back to even. Oh, she knew, was walking it in. Beautiful birdie to start the back 9 for Park Min-ji. Now, Im Jin-hee. Hold the head. Just like Lee Jung-min, they are knocking the flagstick out here at the short par 4. Sun Yu-jin coming uphill for birdie to get to 3 under, move alongside Park Ji-young. Just a touch left. Featured group will make their way to the par 4-11. Stretches out 341 meters. This penalty area short really doesn't come into play. The bunker on the left will, if you're just a little quick with your release of that right hand at the bottom of your swing. This hole generally works gradually uphill. Most of the players going to be right around in this area, so coming in with really not much. Short iron, maybe a wedge for some of the longer hitters. And that green, as it does back on 8, sits above the level of the fairway. That pin today in a fairly generous location, 13 from the front and just 5 from the right. Expect to see quite a number of birdies if you can find the fairway. Minji has the honor after 3 at the last. Had some rainfall earlier this week, so the course is nice and soft, and we've seen a lot of very receptive greens. Players able to attack. Some good iron play. speaking of good iron play, not many better than Park Ji-young over the last couple of seasons on tour. Takes a bit of an unlucky kick and nestles into that right rough. Alongside Park Min-ji goes Lee Ye-won. Ji-young just off into that right rough, going to make things a little bit tricky. She's got an intention to attack that pin now. Lee So-mi up ahead on the green. 3 great birdie looks here for Im Jin-hee, Lee So-mi, and Lee Jung-min. That's 1 for So-mi. Finally gets 1 to drop, and she's going to get back into a share of 15th. A little bit further ahead on the back 9. Gail having a bit of a rough day, although that will make her feel better. She'll have that to get back to 1 over par, runner-up at the KLPGA Championship at Lakewood. Should just be a inside right edge putt. Oh dear. That's a bit of a gut punch for Lee Jung-min. Doesn't look like a good smooth stroke, well, by Jung-min's standards with that pause and everything, but unfortunately it's only a par. Day 1 action rolls on from the Sienna Country Club here at the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown, the 17th event of the 2023 season. Well, 2 out of 3 wouldn't be bad. Jin-hee for the second birdie in this group on the 11th. Let's keep it inside the hole. Good positive stroke. Yeah. No mistakes from Jin-hee, who gets herself back to even par with a 3rd birdie of the day. Min-ji, ball slightly below her feet, but it should help her access this right hole location a fraction easier. Ooh. Short sides herself. That lie doesn't look too brilliant either. Well, angle's not great for Park Ji-young, but the lie looks pretty good. Yeah, you see these greens be pretty soft and receptive. too soft there for Park Ji-young. It's just going to creep back against the front fringe. Somi. She's starting to build a little momentum. She's first to play on 12 with an 8 iron. She can. That's a wonderful shot from Lee So-mi. One of the best we've seen into this par 3 today. One slightly flatter looking lie than Minji's, but still want to exercise a touch caution here. Look out a little bit left, just try and slide a fade back to this pin. Very nice. Touch unlucky that that released on instead of digging its heels in, but still a birdie look for this year's Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open champion. Yeah, Jung Min. I imagine she's got eyes for the flagstick here. It's an 8 iron as well. Very nicely played. That's the kind of range putt we feel Lee Jung-min is most dangerous. Doesn't really have that stutter step at the change of direction as Park Geol looks to clean up for her birdie after a very nice wedge shot ahead at 13. Okay, nicely done. squirrely one for Minji, who's egging that one on at 11. And, well, Putter's going to come under pressure again here for Park. A couple of loose and sloppy swings today from Minji. Jungmin. It's a decent chance here. Just a little high. Lee Jungmin, and that putter's just cooled off a little. The 30-year-old still bogey free on the day, and at the moment, Koji Yu's closest challenger at 5 under. Now Park Ji-young up and over this little mound at the front of 11. So that one's a hustle. Just hits the brakes. Somi after that excellent tee shot at 12. Still got to clean this one up for birdie though. Yeah, no mistakes there from Lee Somi. Back-to-back birdies have up inside the top 10 at 3 under par. Very nice playing indeed. Look at that breeze starting to whip for Lee Won here at 11. You can see she's working uphill all the way as she gets to the hole and also into the draft, so you'll have to put a bit more pace on this than she normally would. That just hung out right, stayed right for Yeowon. Gale. Just a lovely shot into the 13th. A similar club in hand here to the downhill 14th. Oh, it's a very similar result. Excellent for Park. Minji for her part. Should just be a outside left edge putt. Keep that hit nice and steady as she always does. Just checks that shoulder alignment right before she pulls the trigger. Broke a lot more than either Minji or I thought. Like on 8, that's going to be a drop shot from the middle of the fairway. It's been a very un-Minji-like performance thus far this Thursday afternoon. Leader on the money list coming into this week. Somi just out with a 3-wood 4 position here at the 13th. Bullet draw up the left-hand side of the fairway. That's fine. You see a lot less than driver off the tee here on 13. There's a creek that splits this fairway. Any player is going to be able to get over that, so I guess I have to play this as a 3-shotter. Back-to-back birdies to take her back to even par. Just a smidge outside the left here, pretty flat. Oh, very nicely done, Park Gale. Hasn't won since the 2018 Seokyeong Networks Ladies Classic. She's knocked on the door a couple of times in 2023. Ji-young first to play into 12. To an elevated tee. It's a 9-9. She's going to have to step on this one. the back foot. Trap a little draw in there. Slope left of the pin, which you can use to work it towards the hole, but just going to come up short of that. Not bad. Now, Jae Young, a little bit further up the golf course. Third shot into the 15th. Just under 60 meters left, but playing uphill. Hole's only 4 from the right edge today. It's almost clattered the flagstick on the way down. That's a nicely played shot. Suji. Oh, beg your pardon. Hyoda Bin. A couple yards closer. And she'll be a yard or two closer putting for birdie. Pair of excellent shots from Jae Young and Da Bin into the par 5 15th. Now Minji. What adventures will the 12th hole bring for the now 18-time tour winner? Well played, just underneath the hole. The outside looks at birdie upcoming for the players in our featured group here on day one at the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown. Ko Ji-Yoo still leads the way after opening round of 64. Lee Jung-min going along the best of the afternoon starters. She's 5 under par through a dozen holes. Just a hint of movement from the left of Park Ji-young as she puts up the hill for birdie at 12. Took a little wobble, couple of feet off the putter. Oh, you wonder if it just knocked it a touch offline. Great effort though. Jung-min laid it up to here, so now her third into the 13th. Just a little long, but another mid-range birdie look. Yeah, what? Just from the other side of that slope. We'll have to be careful. That's going to picking up paces. Gets away from her in that second half. Should want to go a little right. That's nowhere near high enough for the year one. It's hard to attack sometimes when you leave yourself these putts coming up and over ridges. Somi on a bit of a run, keen to keep it going. Oh, and she certainly can. That's a peach of a shot for Lee So-mi, a kick-in birdie, and that would take her to 4 under par and into a share of third. Get herself back to even par. Just hammered that through the break, and wow, there's a little meat left on that bone for Park. Totally feel her frustration right now. days like this where the real champions show their mettle, if she can post something around level par or even 1-2 under, she'd feel like she squeaked the most out of her round today, because it so easily could start tail spinning for par, as Lee Jae-young looks at this downhill right to lefter for birdie at 15. So move her inside the top 10. Don't think it comes back from there. Just a little high all the way. Oh, no, 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 Minji. That's a 3-putt bogey. And now she finds herself 2 over for the tournament and a whopping 10 shots off the pace. Darbin, slightly straighter putt than Jae-young's, but still will want to move left. No. Just trying to play that one straight with pace, and fortunately, not going to work out. Downhill right to left look for Lee Jung-min at the 13th. Should start to snap there. Oh, you can just see it hang a hard left in the last 6 feet. Good effort. And it's just been a string of pars since a birdie at 8. Let's have a look at what's happened so far at this par 5 13th. So there's that big body of water I was talking about. So you hit a 3-wood, 5-wood, keep it short of that, then you lay it up. Your third shot plays uphill to this elevated green that's roughly around 23 meters above the level of the tee. It's a claustrophobic looking tee shot, but with less than driver, you expect most of these girls to find this fairway with relative ease. So all that's left for her to get into a share of third. Yep, just creeps it in the left edge, but that's 3 in a row for Lee So-mi. Year one. Also with the 3-wood. Oh, that one a little right. Might catch a piece. Oh, gets a nice kick, and yeah, she's okay now. Head must be spinning a touch for Minji after those back-to-back drop shots. But she knows a lot of golf left to play this week. She can find a way to scrap it round an even par. She'll have the easier conditions tomorrow morning. Won't have so much breeze to deal with. And imagine the greens are going to be a little bit softer. Inconceivable to think that she could sneak a low round together and get herself right back into the mix, because at present she is a full 10 shots behind Ko Ji-Yu's lead. Now this is Kim Soo-ji, a little bit further ahead at the 15th. Birdie at the 10th, and a string of pars since for the 4-time tour winner. Oh. Now that's unlucky. Into the stick and spins it back towards the front of the green. If that doesn't peg the flagstick, you think it lands 3-4 feet past with a bit of spin. She'll be inside at 6 feet, but now she's got a good 20-footer for birdie. Sonia Bin, just off the edge of the green at 14, and into the bottom of the cup. Well done. Great touch there from Yebin, who finds a second birdie of the back 9. Jin has not finished outside of the top 30 in any of the 72-hole championships she's played so far this season. And with a very nice birdie there of her own at the 14th, is going to get herself inside the top 20. Suji, slightly uphill, actually. This is closer to 25-30 feet for Kim after bouncing it off the flagstick. Go right to left to start and just work its way back the other way as it gets to the cup. Seen her 2 playing partners make birdies already, so complete a nice hat trick. No, and it finishes at the back edge of the cup. That's unlucky for Bang Shin-sil. Not quite sure how that's defied gravity, but just a par. Left half of this fairway gives you a slightly better angle to this right pin. Slight downhill lie here, but shouldn't be too much of a concern. A little further right, just trying to turn that draw off the right edge of the fairway. Yep, that's pretty well done too. So G1 still up by 3. Jungmin with 5 to play. Her closest pursuer at 5 under par. Third shot plays slightly uphill for Park Min-ji into this 13th. And again, just leaving that club face open. Something not quite syncing up for Park this Thursday. Second shot, we've seen her miss wide right. And Somi is on a run of 3 straight birdies just off the fairway here at 14. They play downhill to this pin position today. So it's only an 8-iron, despite being from 147, and this one should keep chasing, keep going. I'll tell you what, Lee Jung-min was the hot player on the front nine. Lee So-mi is having her crack at the back nine, because that is going to be for a 4th straight birdie coming up. Now Yewon, maybe just a touch heavy with the contact there, but no harm done. Jung-min got it to the bottom of the hill here at the 14th with a big tee shot. Looks to take advantage. Yeah, not bad. That putt's going to have some pretty significant swing in it. Now Shinsil at the 15th, to no one's surprise, having a go in two, despite being almost 250 meters back. Oh, not going to quite sneak it onto the front edge of the green, but she's left it handy. Yeah, Jumi at the par 3 16th. 163 meters long. Pin today's just in the front left quadrant. Gets a nice kick, and it's going to release on. Yeah, that's worked out well for Lee Joo-mi. Don't think that was the shot she intended to play, but she'll take it. Suji. She want to look out a good 20 feet right of this pin, because the ball will be spinning left if she puts a regular stock shot on it. Gets a little help, kicks forward, but not quite going to get the break that Joo-mi had. Still, it's a birdie look. Pitching back into the wind, which does help a little bit. Not bad. That's going to have a little bit of left to right in it. Spinning her wheels and sliding backwards when others have found birdies in bunches. The lady who leads the money list coming into the week has been going in the wrong direction here on day one. Now Lee Jung-min, right to left, snapping putt for birdie at 14. Nope, that one's low and under hit. Just get the sense she lost a bit of confidence with the putter, Lee Jung-min. Ji Young just through the green with her third shot. Downhill right to lefter from the back fringe for a 4. It's got a chance. Oof. Just a touch too much pace. For 4 in a row. So me at the 14th. Any straightish putt coming up the hill, maybe just wants to fall a little right at the end. Yeah. Some little phantom break that wasn't there, and that's just rolled into knee knocker territory for Somi. Year 1. Playing partners markers a great line to start it on. Move left at the halfway point and just fall a little right at the end. Oh, one more roll. And that one stays up. Eugen at 15. Third shot in. And that pin's cut tight to the right edge of the green. Oh, he's almost flown it in the jar. Superb from Sung Eugen. Suji. He's got to be a little careful with this. Pretty flat for the first 8 feet or so, then works its way downhill as the ball collects into that front left corner of the green. The whole time it's going to be working its way towards the left for Suji. Not a difficult 2-putt this, but it's tricky if you try to get a little too aggressive and try to ram this in the back. Leaving the flag stick in as she did most of the last 2 seasons on tour. Yeah, gave that slope plenty of respect. Nicely cozied up there for Kim Soo-ji. Yeah, Shinsil just short of this green in 2. Options here. Looks like she's going with a slightly more lofted approach. Try and throw it pretty much all the way there with a bit of check. Yeah, pretty well done for Bang Shin-sil. Yeah, back down on the tee box. Lee So-mi, way to give this one a crack. Did knock it in her par putt back at 14. Leaked her last tee shot right, but that's the central stripe of the fairway there. Good solid swing once more from Park Ji-young. A little bit more oomph in that one than we've seen through the back 9, and it's just going to creep into the right rough. that putt back at 13th, so now 3 over par and down the wrong end of the leaderboard is Park. Shinsil. It's just about 7 feet here for her birdie. Should just be a left inside putt for Bang. Yeah, well done. Good up and down. Uses her power wisely there, and it's been a much more efficient inward half for Bang Shin-sil. Jumi, after that good break with her tee shot, has this to get to 3 under. Yep, just enough pace on it to hold its line. That's a nice deuce at the 16th for Lee Jumi. Birdies both par 3s on this back 9 and gets herself inside the top 10. Sung Yoo-jin after that lovely wedge shot, this to move inside the top 10 as well. Inside right edge, keep that head steady. Nice positive stroke. Yeah. No mistakes for Sung Yoo-jin. Minji. See that downhill approach to this back pin position. It's going to be a smooth 9-iron from 125. It should just cling onto the back edge for Minji, but that's going to be anything but a straightforward birdie putt. It's just been a little loose from Minji today. Now, Yewon. Should fancy her chances here to attack this pin. Just don't want to go long. It's the only danger here. Right on cue. That's a miscue from year 1. Sails it over the back of the green, and well, now it's going to have big problems trying to scramble away with the par. Yeah, Somi just trying to get as close as she can to this 15th and 2. Gio. Don't expect her to make the same mistake year 1 did. Go over the back of 14. She knows that's a no-go zone. 10 feet short right, putting uphill. That's where you want to leave it. Or there if you can manage. Excellent for Park Ji-young. Jungmin. Chase a low hunting draw up this 15th fairway. Just pitched into a little upslope, but no harm, no foul. Eugen. Head on 16. Trying to skip it on. It's okay. It's on that front left fringe and underneath it also. Got an uphill look. For Bang Shin-sil, coming downwind, we've seen the front fringe of the screen be pretty bouncy. But at the trajectory that she hits her irons, I'm not sure she's going to get quite as big of a kick forward as some of the other players have. The wind's just switched back into her face, so we'll have to at least carry this onto the green. Just don't see this kicking up. Yeah, brilliantly done. So the charge of Lee Jung-min has just halted. It's been a string of pars since she hit the back nine, and well, it's still a three-shot spread at the top for Ko Ji-won here on Thursday at the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown. Good news for year one. She's got an uphill lie, but that's kind of where the good news stops. This is a tough bunker shot, and gets a nice kick out of the rough and almost jars it. I don't think that was her landing spot, but she's going to take a 4 and run to the 15th tee. away with a bit of a wayward second shot, does the 20-year-old Yewon. Jungmin should get plenty of zip on this, so we'll have to carry this at least pin high. He's up and down the flag, usually a good sign, and yeah, that's well done from Lee Jungmin. To get back amongst the birdies here on 15. Minji almost has to skirt the back fringe of this green before it hangs a hard right. Coming up and over a little mound as well. Not easy to judge pace-wise. That's pretty good from Park. She's going to need a special one tomorrow. Never mind to get back in the tournament, just to make the weekend here at the Sienna Country Club. So can she follow in Jungmin's fine approach? Yep, certainly can. Now back to Park Ji-young's little birdie look here at 14. Oh, just didn't quite get it high enough. Started on line. That's a real great opportunity that slips by the wayside for the 26-year-old Park Ji-young. Now, Jin Hee certainly fancy 3 birdies if Im Jin Hee can nudge one in close here. Oh, and that she can. 3 excellent wedge shots into 15 from this group. Just off the edge of the green, but it's a nice looking birdie chance for Sung Yu Jin up the slope. No, just forgot to hit it. So caught up on the line, never gave it the proper pace. Come on, Minji. Okay, stops the bleeding. Somi, longest of the 3 birdie looks at the 15th. Nope, just looked a little right off the putter face. Bunkered here. Ji-young at the last. Short par 4 closing hole. That gets a nice kick and, well, really well managed for Lee Jae-young. Jungmin. Outside right edge. He's got to put a good stroke on this one. Oh no, just a little quick off the face. I might have jinxed them here, saying that there were going to be 3 birdies. Somi and Jungmin only mustering pars. Shinsil after that wonderful tee shot with this pretty straight uphill look for a birdie to get her to 3 under. Yeah, nicely done. Bang Shin-sil now into the top 10. Since that drop shot at 2, Shin-sil has been making good and steady progress up the leaderboard. We take you to the tee box at the par 5 15, 450 meters, but this hole plays uphill all the way. Not even the mighty Bang Shin Sil could get home in two. It's about 15 meters of elevation from tee box up to the fairway. Players will look to start it at that long fairway bunker in the distance, try and turn a little draw off it. Most of them going to be coming in for their layups from right around the 230, 250 meter range. Penalty area on the left must be avoided. No real trouble out to the right. Oodles of room there. This is where a solid wedge game is really going to come in handy for players seeking to find a four here at the last of the four par fives at the Sienna Country Club. The pin today on 15, well, 19 from the front and just 4 from the right edge. Just catch a little bit of that bunker. We certainly hope not for Park Ji-young. Yeah, come on, Jin Hee. Someone's got to make a four here at the 15th. Hey, someone's figured it out. That's a birdie that takes Im Jin Hee into red figures for the first time since the third hole earlier today. Doesn't miss many fairways in the year one. And she's not going to miss that one. 78% of the time finds the straight and narrow off the tee. Second best scoring average on tour, Park Min-ji, but she's not showing it right now. To put a shine on what has been a nice, steady opening round. Chance for a closing birdie. Oh, that close to around in the 60s for Yeo Da-bin. Opening round of 2 under par for Yeo Da-bin. Nicely placed inside the top 20 going into tomorrow. That's going to kick forward and should release a little left. She has been locked in on this back nine, Lee So-mi, with the irons. Should go a little right for Lee. Oh, jeez. Violent lip out there. Bit unlucky. It was such a crafty little shot out of the fairway bunker. Like Yeo Da-bin, it's going to be an opening round of 70 for Lee Jae-young. Good bogey-free round of golf for her. Jungmin just wants to keep giving herself good chances. The putts will drop eventually. Don't want to force the issue, being a little bit too aggressive. Should keep going, keep feeding. That's more like it. Yeah, another fine iron shot from Lee Jung-min. Did catch the fairway bunker, Park Ji-young. Well, she's got a hybrid club out. Seems like a bit of a risky play with the lip so close to her. Just got to pick this one clean, clear that front lip. Did that nicely. Kept her body nice and stable. Yep, well done. Back in good position. Well advanced, just down the fairway for Park Min-ji. Hopefully she's left herself a nice full number. Yeah, what? Looks like it's just a hybrid club, so she's clearly got a number in mind. She wants to leave herself for a third into this green. Just a touch off the toe there, but no problems. Fairway found for all three in the featured group at the par 5. So just ekes past 4 p.m. local time here on Jeju Island. Day 1 continues to roll along at the 17th event of the 2023 KLPGA Tour season. Park Ji-young, after a very nice fairway bunker shot with the hybrid, will be first to play. We've seen balls pretty much just stick where they land here on this receptive green. See if Ji-young can get the numbers right. Just a little long, but not bad. Year 1. So a happy accident here, giving herself the best angle from the left edge of the fairway. Be disappointed if she doesn't get it inside of Ji-young's from 61 meters. Bad, just not up to her usual high standard. There's Lee Jung-min. The battle to get off the par train continues. 7 in a row coming to this point. Comfortable looking putt here, right to left her for a right-handed golfer. Slightly downhill. It's got a chance. Oh, and that's been the story of Jung-min's back 9. She's hit good putts, they just haven't gone her way. She desperately needs something to start going her way. The spin leaves her the uphill putt. Nice angle to this closing hole. And a very nicely played shot. Somi to get to 5 under alongside Lee Jung-min. Oh, well done. Nicely holed there from Lee So-mi. Had good chances at 14 and 15 for birdies. And she moves into a share of second. Year one. She just want to be a ball outside the right edge here, putting slightly uphill. Yeah, well done. Such a nice roll on that. All that matters is the number in that box on the scorecard, and it's going to be a 4 for year one at 15. Ji-young. She's going to have a little bit more break than her 20-year-old playing partners, and she's also working slightly downhill. Scuttling along down the fairway at 17 for Lee So-mi. Tell you what, if you had the front nine of Lee Jung-min and the back nine of Lee So-mi, you'd be leading this championship right now. The two have put on an absolute clinic. Oh, come on, Minji. Got something to smile about here. Nope. That kind of day. She's managing a smile, but you just know she is hot under the collar right now. Jung-min certainly hasn't had any issues tee to green on this back nine. It's just that putter refusing to cooperate for the 10-time tour winner. Suji at the last. A round in red figures always better than an even par total. One last roll of the dice for Jinro champion of 2021. And well, even par is just not good enough here on day one. Seen a lot of good rounds, a lot of rounds under par as well. Suji certainly would have expected better starting the day about 4.5 hours ago. To the par 3 16th we head, and the one with the honour. Seen a couple of ways to get it close. The breeze has settled down a touch for Lee. A slightly flatter ball flight like she has, he could land it 3-4 yards short of the green. Even in that rough, it should kick forward and sort of collect down to the hole. If you've got a higher ball flight like a Bang Shin Sil, you can pretty much throw it straight at it. These greens have been very soft. It generally tilts from right to left, so it's a fairly accessible pin position. Sounded a little bit thin. Yeah, maybe just off the bottom part of the club face. Well, she's on the green, but that's not going to be the most straightforward two-putt for year one. Just saw the breeze start to pick up. It looks like it's coming straight off the left there on the 16th. Quickly up ahead to the last, and this for a round of 68. Unlucky there, but this year's Mediheel champion will open her campaign on Jeju Island with the 69. Good solid round of golf from Lee Joo-mi, just the one drop shot back at 7. Suji will record even par, round of 72. Stiff left to right, trying to turn a draw in. Oh, that's superb. Excellent shot from Park. What she'd give for a shot like Park Ji-young's right now. Abbreviated followed through, trying to flight this one down a little bit. Oh, and that's a touch left, and oh dear. Oh dear, she overcooks it, and that might be wet for Park Min-ji. To 17. So looking to slot this one in close to the back right pin. It's a 6 iron from 159. Pushed out to the left edge and skip through into the fringe. No problems. And it is really gusting out at the west course for this back nine. I don't really mind a back pin when it's sort of blowing straight down like it is for Lee Jung-min right now. You can almost just take a yardage, maybe 5 paces past the front edge. You land it there, it's going to have some release. No doubt about it. But if it does catch a little gust of breeze, you can only get closer. One thing you don't want to do is try to get it all the way back to the hole and catch a gust and go long. That's another glorious iron shot for Lee Jung-min. At 5 under par, Somi and Jung-min looking to just close the gap to your current championship leader, Ko Ji-won, sitting pretty in the clubhouse after her morning's work of 64. at the moment, 49 out of the 120 players who started this week here at the Sienna Country Club and Jeju Island are under par for their opening rounds. Unfortunately, the runaway leader at the top of this year's money list, the winner of the last 2 seasons' money list, Park Min-ji, she's not one of them. 3 over for the day and rinsed in the penalty area left of this Island Green 16th. All gone a little bit wrong for the 18-time Tour champion. Right now in a share of 97th place and in danger of dropping outside the top 100. Not many would have seen that coming at the start of the day. At the other end of the leaderboard, though, Lee So-mi, who has been on quite the tear this back 9. 4 birdies already, but she'll be happy with a 2-putt here at 17. Not bad. Work to be done for So-mi. One drop shot on the card today, that a bogey at the 7th. Third shot now for Min-ji at the par 3. Ooh, so nearly a miraculous par save. Effort there from Jung Min. That putter has just gone ice cold since she hit the turn. Lengthy putt for birdie here. It's pretty speedy in the last couple of feet, right about there. And from a good 60 feet away, that's a spectacular job. Great position here on 18. 65 left. Should get a bit of check on this. That second bounce. Yeah, well done. Shinsil will have to allow for a bit of release coming out of this right rough into the last. Never easy to judge these, especially coming in with less than a full swing. That is a top-class shot from Park Shin-sil, who certainly possesses all the tools to be a world beater on the Park Min-ji level of things. Having said that, not really a Park Min-ji today, but her length, it's a huge advantage she has over the rest of the members of the KLPGA Tour. Park Ji-young, after an excellent tee shot, only has about 6 feet straight uphill to get to 4 under par. Maybe not much in this. Sort of hit your spot, keep your speed up. Yep. Let one slip away at 14, not going to do that. That's 16. That's a great birdie. 4th of the day, a clean scorecard. Moves into a log jam at 4 under. So for more par. Just be a left edge putt. Slams it through the break. It's just a little sloppy from Lee So-mi. Just as quickly as she got into a tie for second, is going to slip right back out of it. For Park Min-ji, she's going to slip outside of the top 100. This is a bogey at 16. Par. Just got to be careful. Still wants to sneak right. Oh no. It's such a shame. It's such a nice putt. To cozy it into tap in range, and it's going to be a bogey as well for Lee Won at the Island Green 16th. Three-putt bogey will drop Somi back down into that group at 4 under par. It's a pretty flat putt, but the breeze could have some effect on this one for Sung Yoo-jin. Wanders off low. Back on 17 tee, now in a share of third at 4 under, 4 shots back. Ko Ji-yu. Straight downwind, you get to 17. One hand off the club, but no harm done for Park Ji-young. Jump in. Looks like it's just a 3-wood for Lee. Okay. Get a little bit of chase. Will it stay in the fairway? Ooh, just for Jungmin. Unload on this one, tee it high and let it fly. Straight down breeze, the par 4 17th is playing today, so a lot shorter than its 378 meters on the scorecard. He's just going to find the left rough on 17. So staying aggressive with the driver, but spun out of that one quickly. Ooh, how far right has that gone? just into the right rough. Going to be a bit of an awkward stance, but that's still okay for Lee So-mi. Shin-sil for a closing birdie to get to 4 under par as well. Unlucky. Eugene. Really solid round of 69. If this one drops, she's turned into a very solid player since her breakthrough title in Cheongna last year. And she's in the mix again this week on Jeju Island. Shin-sil for a matching round of 69 as well. Very nicely done. Well played. Sung Yoo-jin and Bang Shin-sil, the pair of them sitting a tie for 10th at the end of their opening rounds. Looks to have drawn an okay lie. Again, do you play for the flyer? It's only going to be down breeze here. Maybe just want to look at that front edge. Pitch that one on the front edge. It's going to get some release. And pretty well managed from Park. She has a lot of work to do tomorrow if she wants to spend the weekend at Serenity Country Club. Just taking their time, working out how much the breeze is going to affect this one. It feels like it should be coming straight down for Park, maybe just a hint off the left. But really, if she could pitch this one where Minju's ball has finished, not going to run into too much problem. Just out a little right, but that's okay for Park Ji-young. In fact, it's going to try and get a little better. Didn't seem too pleased with that off the club face. She's in birdie country. Year one. Nice flat lie here. Breeze still prevalent straight off her back. That's nice. That's real nice from Lee Ye-won. Wonderful shot. The thing about this second shot for So-mi is it's just going to be a little bit awkward. Sort of a crosswind shot with room to start this one left of the pin. There's a deep bunker there, so just has to play her percentages. Take anything 15 feet pin eye right. Okay, it's just going to tangle up in the rough. It should be okay. here lie, which should help her trap this one and flight it a little bit lower so it stays out of the wind as much as possible. Yeah, craftily played, brilliantly played in fact from Lee Jung-min. Coming uphill, but slightly down breeze. Not easy to judge the speed. Undercooking that a fraction. Drop this one back in the stance. I almost feel like you're playing a little draw pitch with this breeze. Just dug its heels in a little bit too quick. Seen too many birdies on 17 today, but this is a look for Park Ji-young to move into a share of second. Well, just left wanting pace-wise there for Park, but 4 certainly a good score. Second shot, chance to right the wrongs of 16. Gotta stay up. Now just creeps off low. These ladies have been tested over the last 90 minutes or so, when the breeze really started to pick up as we inch towards 5 p.m. on the island of Jeju. Of course, they'd be mentally ready for it, prepared for it. Lee So-mi's 2 of her wins last year coming on the island of Jeju, so she's no stranger to blustery conditions. Well, 2 bogeys today, but all in all, good solid opening round of 68. G for par. Yep, that's more like it. Good 2-putt. Im-jin-hee hasn't had her best stuff today. The NH Ladies Champion. And a chance to end on a high note. And a high note it is. A lovely 3 at the last and a round of 71 for Im-jin-hee. Jung-min. One last chance to add a 6th birdie to her tally today. Looks like it just wants to move a little left as it loses pace. Just lacked a little conviction coming home with that club in her hands. Still, take nothing away from her. 67 in blustery conditions. Very fine golf indeed from Lee Jung-min. Park Ji-young first to play, so sweeps around to the left. And with the driver, she's got to start this a little bit further left. That should keep the fast track down, and oh gosh damn, nearly on the green. It's an enormous tee shot from Park Ji-young. One doesn't quite have the speed of Park Ji-young, so just towards the right edge of the fairway, and that settles into a nice flat spot. She'll have options of the trajectory she chooses to employ from there to attack that left pin. Now Minji, 4 over par, really nothing to lose at this point. Could have a little fun, try and rope a big high sweeping draw around, get that big kick like Ji-young did, but that's out to the right. And it should just stay in the short grass. Jung-min returning the best round of the afternoon wave, a bogey-free 67 that leaves her, well, still 3 behind Ko Ji-yoo, who has been untouched at the top of the leaderboard after her 64 earlier this morning. It's a slightly downhill second shot for Lee Won. You see that flag whipping, breeze hard off the left for Lee, who's looking towards the left edge of the green. She's only got 60 meters to play as well. Start at a little right. Would he get the check? Yeah, superb. She's got all the tools. She's got all the shots. Lee Won. Minji a little bit closer, but a slight uphill lie, so this is going to pop it up into the breeze. Just a smidge. Pretty well done. She has a work cut out for her tomorrow. Big tee shot from Park Ji-young right to the bottom of the hill. It's opened up the ankle to this left pin. Imagine she want to play this one low, stay on the ground as quick as possible, just have it release uphill. That's just not quite going to make it up there. It's going to try, but, well, she'll have a look to join Lee Jung-min at 5 under par if she can manage it. Again, it's 800 million Korean won up for grabs this week in the 17th event of the 2023 season, a season that started back in December last year when Park Ji-young won the inaugural Singapore Women's Open at a rain-soaked Tanah Merah Country Club. It's been a good year thus far for Park Ji-young. It's been a solid campaign as usual for Park Min-ji, who leads the money list with just over $500 million already pocketed through her 10 starts this year. Has only missed one cut in 2023, and that came back at Seoul Hae-won at the E1 Charity Ladies Open. But unless she pulls out something special tomorrow, she could be missing another weekend. What a rarity that would be. Now, Ji-young for her birdie. Just 10 million won, 18 million won behind Min-ji. So if Park Min-ji misses the cut here, Ji-young, the form that she's in, has a chance to take the top spot. That one just a little low. Has had a top 10 since her 4th place finish at the E1 Charity Ladies Open. A pair of miscuts for Ji-young. Top 10s with those 2 victories. She is fighting a very different sort of battle this week at the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown. But she is going to need all her talent and then some to make the cut here. 76 on Thursday for Park Min-ji, propping up the pile. And well, there's 3 bogeys in a row from 10 through 13 really did their damage. Year 1. For a closing birdie and a round of 2 under par 70. Just creeps in the right edge, but safely in for Lee Won. 4 birdies today. A pair of drop shots inside the top 20, but 6 back going into the second round. Park Ji-young for a round of 68. Very good day's work for Park Ji-young to go around bogey free in these conditions. Tip of the cap to you. She's eyeing up a second win of 2023, and she's also eyeing up the top of the money list with Minji struggles today. It certainly presented us with an interesting opportunity. The top 3 on the money list play the first 2 rounds here at the EVERCOLLAGEN Queens together, but only Yewon and Ji-young posting rounds under par. Let's show you some highlights from the opening round here at SIENA Country Club. Ji-won, well, she had all the answers today. That was a beautiful shot in to set up a birdie at the 14th. She would go on to collect another here at the 15th. She's missed 3 cuts in a row coming into this week. KLPGA Tour rookie. Certainly had her best stuff in the sunshine today. Lovely birdie there from Ji-won, Korean Women's Open champion, traveling along nicely. That got her to 2 under par. And well, Ji-won finish off her round in brilliant fashion. A blemish-free round of 68 to open her campaign this week. And then this is the lady who had things going in the afternoon. Lee Jung-min, a 10-time winner on tour, birdie at the 3rd. She'd make it back-to-back birdies, 3 in a row. And then at the 6th, one of the best iron players on tour, year in, year out. That was in full display there. Wonderful little wedge shot. She would go on to make that for birdie. And then just a little long on the 8th, but the putter, well, it was behaving nicely on the front 9 for Lee Jung-min. Sadly, we'll record another birdie after that. 10 straight pars to finish. She would open with a 67. And then her playing partner, Lee So-mi, on the back 9. Went out in 35, birdied 11, 12, and 13, taking Lee So-mi to 4 under par. After a good tee shot at the par 3 16th, the 26-year-old would drop another to get to 5 under. Unfortunately, did bogey 16, but she opened her week with a nice round of 68. And Jung-min, well, gave herself a chance here on the 18th. Little low skipping pitch shot, chasing it up. She hit the ball just as good on the inward half as she did on the front 9, but that putt just went ice cold for her. Lackluster effort, but still a 67 and not a drop shot on her card. She'd be pleased with her afternoon's work. So as the curtain falls on this opening round, it's Ko Ji-won who will take a 3-shot lead over Lee Jung-min into the second round. Ma Da-som leads the group at 4 under, which includes Lee So-mi and Park Ji-young. Shin Sil She's just inside the top 10 at 3 under par alongside Songga and Sung Yoo-jin. That just about wraps up our opening round coverage here from the EVERCOLLAGEN Queen's Crown. Do join us tomorrow for Day 2 action on Jeju Island at the Sienna Country Club. Until then, this is Timothy Lowe saying bye-bye for now.